In this video, what we are going to do is create a Lambda function that will start an EC2 instance. We are also going to create a Lambda function that will stop an EC2 instance. And then we are going to invoke both of these functions from CloudWatch event, which will basically be a cron job that would execute our Lambda function at a specific interval of time. So basically, sometimes you might need your servers to be shut down at night if you're not using them. So for that, we will create a cron job that would shut down the server at say 8 p.m. and then again start it back at 6 a.m. So that's where we are going to use our Lambda functions to start and stop an EC2 instance. So let's see how we are going to do that. So I'm inside my AWS management console and I'm going to go to Lambda, create a Lambda function, a blank function. For the event over here, I could have used CloudWatch event schedule, but for this we are going to actually schedule the event from the CloudWatch dashboard and not from here. So just click on next. Here we'll just write start EC2 instance as our function name. Runtime would be nodejs, and for the code, I'm going to copy my code over here and then I'm going to explain what the code does. So over here, the first line is we are including the AWS SDK over here, and in our function, we have created a EC2 service object. So this service object, we have specified the region as US East 1. You can change the region to whatever region you are currently under. And we are going to start our instance over here. So there is a method inside the EC2 service object which will start an instance, and all we have to do is provide the instance IDs to that method. So over here we are going to provide the instance ID of our server that we want to start. So for that, I'm going to go to my EC2 dashboard, and I've already created two instances which are 2 micro, and I'm just going to copy one of these instances which I want to start from the Lambda function. I'm going to stop it. So while it's stopping, over here I'm going to paste its ID. And once the function is done, we are going to use context.done, which will let the Lambda function know that we are done with the function. And if there is an error, we log the error, or else we'll just log the data that is returned from the function invocation. And next, we're going to change it to exports.handler. We're going to change the handler name. And inside the role, we are going to create a custom role. We want our Lambda function to start and stop an EC2 instance, so we need to give the Lambda function the permission for it. So over here, I'm going to say create a new role, and I'm going to name it start stop EC2. View policy document. I'm going to edit the policy document. And I'm going to modify this policy document and add my own. So this policy, for all the resources, for all EC2 instance, it allows our Lambda function to describe the instance status, describe instances, start and stop instances. So a Lambda function can perform these 4 actions on any of the resources. And then I'm going to click on allow, and let's look at the policy again. Also, we have the ability to create the log groups and put the events in the logs so that we can view the logs in CloudWatch, and we are going to see how what happens when the function executes. And then we have the 4 actions that our Lambda function can perform. And then I'm going to click on allow, and then I'm just going to click on next over here. We'll review and then click on create function. So now our function has been successfully created. So I'm going to test it by clicking on test. So currently our instance has stopped, so this function will start the instance. We have ec2.startInstance method that we are calling, so we're going to just test it. Doesn't matter what value we pass because it's not reading any input. So let's see what happens. And this was the returned output. So over here, if you look at the output, you'll see that the current status is pending, and earlier it was stopped. So basically the status of your EC2 instance has been changed to pending from stopped, and after a while it will be changed to started again. So if we look at our EC2 console, the instance is now running. So basically the status of instance changed from stopped to pending to running. So now we can see that we were able to create a Lambda function which would start our EC2 instance. In the next video, we are going to create a Lambda function that would stop an EC2 instance, and then we are going to schedule those functions from CloudWatch using cron.